Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into the show that's on in the afternoon. There's Davey. All right, great. We're having camera issues with the camera that shows everybody on one shot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
of course.
There we go. Yep, of course.
There it is. Very nice.
We got to get new cameras. I got to get new cameras for this place.
Soon.
Yeah.
After the world-famous Florida Man games.
That's right. Yeah. Jeez. Hopefully I don't lose all my money on doing the
You're
Florida
not going
Man
to.
games. Yeah. No, I think
Don't manifest that.
All right, we got a cool show today.
Yeah.
A lot of buzz about the St. John's Botanical Garden and Nature Preserve. I think this popped up a couple of years ago. And so I'm very excited that we've got Dr. John Rossi in here with us and Kaitlyn Fair as well. And they're going to fill us in on all the happenings, what we can expect down there. If you haven't been down there, we'll give you a little bit of a preview.
I haven't been, so I'm excited to get into it.
Yeah, me too.
Can't wait to have you join us.
Awesome.
Yeah. Before we get into our conversation for the day, I will remind you that Bozard Ford Lincoln helps us talk about cool stuff each and every day. We appreciate that. They're celebrating 75 years in St. Augustine in Northeast Florida, and they are always here for you. You can experience their extensive selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, quick and quality servicing, and their parts and accessories shop that is mind-blowing. Grab a signature burger while you're out there at Ford's Garage. They've got a lot that are great. They offer services from home delivery to company fleet servicing. At Bozard Ford Lincoln, your family is their family, and they're driven to inspire. I just realized we've had the 904 burger there for over a year now, right?
Isn't that awesome? Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
It is crazy.
That's really cool.
So cool.
Also, our friends at the Bailey Group, speaking of cool.
The best.
Getting enrolled in a health insurance or Medicare plan does not have to be complicated. It can be quite the opposite if you're working with a great group of people. So at the Bailey Group, you're going to work with a local insurance advisor. You're going to find just the right coverage for your specific needs and your budget. Their goal is to make getting covered simple. No added costs, no extra fees, none of that craziness. The Bailey Group handles individual health and Medicare, corporate benefits, and financial needs for their clients. Let them do that for you. 904-461-1800. And then, of course, our friends at Mara Med Spa. If you are craving the perfect blend of relaxation and rejuvenation, Mara Med Spa is your answer. From luxurious spa treatments to advanced medical aesthetics, Mara's experts will personalize a plan just for you. Enhance your natural beauty with Botox, dermal fillers, laser treatments, a whole lot more. Rejuvenating stuff. Experience top-notch care in their state-of-the-art facility. Feel refreshed and revitalized at Mara Med Spa. 2100 A1A South, Suite 2. Book your appointment today at theamaramedspa.com.
Yeah.
All right, man. We got a good show ahead of us today. Dr. John Rossi, Kaitlyn Fair. We're going to be talking about the St. John's Botanical Garden and Nature Preserve. How are y'all doing today? Thank you for joining us.
How are you doing?
Happy to be here.
Good.
Awesome.
Excited to have y'all in here. So, what is this place?
Yeah.
We hear a lot about it, but what is it? When you walk through the doors, what are people going to first experience?
They're going to think they're walking into the tropics.
Okay.
That's what we say is this is where the tropics begin. Actually, we know it's not because we're just a few degrees of latitude just north of there, but we are right on the southern edge of St. Johns County, right where Zone 9B really gets going. And Zone 9B means we don't get too cold like surrounding areas 10 miles to the north or 10 miles to the west. And because of that, we can have all these really wild tropical plants. And so you walk in limestone roads and you're covered by all sorts of different kinds of palm trees and bananas and everything. And there's giant oaks. So it's a really different kind of a place to go. Really beautiful.
Dr. Rossi, you were telling me before off camera that the Botanical Garden didn't happen overnight. It was something that actually organically grew into this.
Organically, yes.
Thank you for the pun. But can you tell us how it all came about?
Well, for 20 years, I've been collecting palms from around the world. And before I knew it, it was a huge collection. And in fact, it's the largest collection in northern Florida, north of Lou Gardens, which is down in Orlando. And it just became so beautiful that people would come to visit for the last 10 years, and they would say, wow, this place needs to become a park. It needs to become a botanical garden. So after hearing that year after year after year, we finally, about 3 years ago, formed a 501c3, and we proceeded to, make the change from a private collection into a public garden, which is, by the way, how the vast majority of botanical gardens get started.
Oh, wow.
Usually it's, well, they say the majority of botanical gardens are started by crazy doctors and rich widows. so essentially, I guess I'm the crazy doctor part. And so but that's the way they get started. It's an avocation that kind of grows, and before you know it, it becomes a huge collection, and then it becomes kind of special.
That's awesome.
And Kaitlyn, what drew you to this, and how did you get involved?
So my fiance has worked for Dr. John Rossi almost 2 years. Mm-hmm. And whenever he first started there, they were really in the beginning stages of becoming what it is now. Okay. Well, at the beginning of November, I had heard that they needed someone that could run the office. And I had management experience. Cool. And I love gardening. Plants are kind of our thing.
It's kind of a prerequisite,
yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
so the opportunity just kind of fell in my lap. So then I heard that they were interviewing for the position of running the garden in the office. And I said, I'm just going to go see what happens. If I'm meant to be there, that's what'll happen.
There you go.
And it's kind of, I've just found my thing I'm good at.
I love that. The light just turns right on, right?
Yes. The skills I have are exactly what the garden needed.
Awesome.
So I know how to do advertising. I know how to do management. I know how to get out in the garden. And you can ask Doc every free opportunity I have when we're not open or we're not busy, I'm out in the garden.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Definitely.
But I enjoy it. I live and breathe it. I want to see the garden come to its full potential.
Nice.
So that's what I'm there for. It's become kind of a part of who I am, is a good way to put it. I love the people there.
Think of it like you're a great famous artist. You're working on this canvas, but it's natural. And it's so beautiful how it mosaics together. That's awesome.
Well,
speaking of potential, I'm sorry.
Lined up, no, you're fine. The opportunity lined up perfect. And I know where we're at and I know where we can be. Mm. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm good at until we get there.
Fabulous. Awesome.
That's my goal.
Kaitlyn has done a wonderful job getting the word out about the garden. But speaking of potential, he brought that up, and I just want to say our goal at this point is to become the largest botanical garden in northeastern Florida. Oh. We are modeling ourselves kind of after the Naples Botanical Garden in southwestern Florida. And we have the opportunity to grow into about at least 40 acres. Right now we're 17. So the opportunity is there. We need help from folks. We are 501c3, but we think we can make that happen. So we're working on grants all the time. But, if there's a builder out there who wants to, help us to grow a little bit, maybe we could work out some sort of building, deal with them. But we're definitely growing, and I think we have tremendous potential. And St. Johns County, as you may know, is perhaps I think it's the highest disposable income, family disposable income in the state of Florida. It's the second in per capita income. And oh, by the way, number one in per capita income is Collier County, which is where the Naples Botanical Garden is, which is in southwestern Florida.
There's some intrinsities there. That sounds nice.
Exactly.
And how big is their botanical garden? What are we shooting for to kind of break the record?
They've got a pretty good size one, but St. John's Water Management District owns the land next to us, and they've agreed to sell us some of that land because they like what we're doing.
Cool.
Because we are working on plants that conserve water. We're working on ground covers. And one of the things that is amazing, did you know that the average Floridian uses 2/3 of the water they use to maintain their lawn?
Wow.
That's a shocker.
Yeah.
So if we can, kind of do a little research, which is one of the things that we do, and get the word out there, on different kinds of ground covers, different kinds of plants that don't need a lot of extra water or don't need a lot of extra fertilizer, then that's what we want to do. So the botanical garden is not just a pretty place to go. I mean, it's a wonderful place for families to go. We have a lot of events, but also, we do research there, and we are engaged in a lot of conservation. We've got plants that are so rare that maybe only 20 or 30 botanical gardens in the world have them on display.
Wow.
So we've got a lot of really cool stuff there.
Do you pre-plan how you're going to plant them? Because some plants don't get along with other plants. You know what I mean?
Not initially. When it was a private garden, I would say, hey, this plant looks like it'll do good over here. But in the last number of years, I've started getting a little bit more organized. And so we have a South American area. We have an African area. We have a island palm collection, which is really beautiful. I mean, from Madagascar and from New Caledonia. I mean, it's amazing. These things are growing well here.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
So you mentioned you guys do a lot of events out there. Give me a preview of some of the events you guys got
Kaitlyn would be
coming
great
up.
at talking about events. She's our event gal over there.
So we have events scheduled all the way through May right now.
Okay, great.
And I've named them and kind of gone with them as we go. This weekend, we have the Lovers Picnic at the Garden.
Okay.
We're going to have Sue Tice, which is our fiddle and Celtic harp player. And she'll be there from 11:30 to 1:30. We will have Jimmy's Barbecue food vendor. We will also have an alcoholic food vendor for the adults that are going on a date night weekend.
Cool.
There'll be some activities and little fun craft stuff for the kids. We're going to have a silent auction for a wine party. We got 2 donations of wine parties that can be up to 12 people, 90 minutes long. It comes with a server. You get to keep all the wine from the party. It's valued at about $400 or $500.
Cool.
Okay.
So we're going to be doing that, plus a couple raffles for some fun stuff. We have a gift certificate that was donated from the brewery in Palaca. We've got we're probably going to put maybe a palm or 2 in there. A couple fun things to kind of have on the sidelines. So that's the plan for February. I scheduled that event all by myself. I'm proud of it. I'm excited. If the weather cooperates, if not, we're still going to go on, and we have a backup plan to keep everyone under shelter.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
But on March 3rd, we're going to have a sunshine soiree at the garden, is what we called it. And we'll have a Wild Wonders animal show. And then we're going to have Taco Charlie's, the food vendor. We'll have Skin and Bones live band.
Great.
We'll be playing directly after the animal show. And then we'll have a scavenger hunt for kids.
Okay, cool.
So April 13th is going to be Armed Forces Day. And we also offer a military discount at the garden as well
thanks for
of
telling us
10% to
that.
help, We are going to have an animal show that day. We'll have Highway 100, the live band that'll be performing. We're going to have quite a few food vendors that day.
Okay.
We'll be doing the scavenger hunt. We'll have face painting. And we're going to have a Master of Ceremonies, Commander Master Chief of Navy, Mr. Terry, speaking that day.
Very nice.
So
right.
we got a lot of stuff planned. May, we'll do a May Day Bash, Wild Wonders Animal Show, Tail Draggers live band playing directly after the animal show. We'll have face painting from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., a scavenger hunt, and we're going to do a couple fun crafts and maybe have some potting table set up for the kids.
Cool.
Stuff to keep them occupied.
Yes.
But we're super excited. We want to start hosting for weddings, birthday parties. We're available for people to do birthday parties.
Yeah, okay.
All kinds of fun stuff. We want it to be somewhere everyone enjoys. We just recently started allowing dogs.
Okay.
So now we have a little liability release. People can sign when they come in, just because there's a few plants that are toxic if eaten.
Sure.
So we want to be on the safe
nature
side.
preserve, there are, maybe a few alligators, and so we just want people to keep their dogs on a leash. That's all. It's for their protection.
There you go.
We want the garden to be enjoyed by everyone. So that's our goal.
Cool.
Make it somewhere everyone can
And family friendly. Every single event that you just listed is there's families are definitely, everyone's
We
gonna
didn't
have
want to
something
single
to do.
anyone out.
Right.
So we
That's
want to
cool.
make it something that everyone feels like, they could plan to, if they want to do a date day of it, if they want to have the day to themselves, they want to bring the family, something that they can all, really have a good time and spread word about.
Then do you guys sell plants?
Yes, we do.
Oh, you
Yes.
do?
Yes.
Yes, we have a nursery, and we carry some of the rarest palms that you can find. One of the most exciting new palms that's available in Florida right now is the cold hardy coconut. You can't keep coconut palms this far north, true coconut palms. But there's a very close relative that comes from high in the mountains of Madagascar, and we've got quite a few of them growing. and we've got them available at the garden. So if if you're in this part of Florida and you want something that looks like a coconut palm that can handle the cold, then we've got those. We also have the most salt-tolerant palm in the world for the people who live near the beach. So a lot of people come in and say, hey, what do you have that grows near the salt water? And we're like, hey, we have got the most salt-tolerant palm in the world. So we've got those. We've got a bunch of really cool stuff and rare stuff from Asia. So people can come in and take a look if they're interested in getting something that they won't find at the big box stores.
Yeah, that's true. Do you guys do tours and stuff too for people?
We sure do, yep.
We do tours, and might I add that if you want to come just to look at the nursery, you don't have to pay admission to the garden to check out what we have for sale in the nursery.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Right.
We plan, I think it looks like we're probably going to do 2 types of tours. One will be like a general information tour, show you around. That's something that I'll probably do, me or volunteers a lot of the time. Another one will be one that Dr. Rossi gives that's more detailed. He knows, he can tell you every plant in that garden, where it originated, ones that are similar. One of the coolest things he told me was that there were these 2 different palms that grow on 2 separate sides of the world. But because they grew in similar environments, they developed the same traits, like keeping water in their trunk because they were in desert areas. And these are things I would have never known.
Right.
But he's just a wealth of knowledge when it comes to, from all over the world.
I don't know if I'll be able to make it through the door, guys. My head's getting
I'm telling you.
Well, it's good to be doing something you're passionate about. That not only makes it fun for you to do, but that passes on that experience to everybody who comes into the garden.
I think people will learn a lot about palms that it's hard to believe all of the economical things that palms are responsible for. The oil palms and the coconut palms. There's a whole bunch of stuff that people just have no idea about that affects almost their everyday lives, that are related to palms. And the history, we talk about the history of some of these palms, like, for instance, the history of coconut palms. They were not native to Florida. There was a ship going from Cuba to Spain in the mid-1800s, crashed on the coast of southern Florida and had 10,000 coconuts in it. Well, they figure that was the original source of coconut palms in Florida. So there's all sorts of stories like that about a lot of these different palm trees.
Now, what's it cost to go to the gardens? Is it expensive? Excuse me.
It's not bad at all. Currently, we have regular admission, and for that, it's $10 for seniors, $15 for adults. It's $8 for children 8 to 18, and anyone under 8 gets in free.
Cool.
We have memberships as well, which are $35 for seniors, and that covers a whole year from the date you pay for
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's the route.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for regular members, it's $75. If you want to do a family membership, that covers 2 adults and any children or grandchildren they have.
Nice.
And then we have what's called family and friends, which is $200, but you can bring in your whole family, and I believe it's 2 guests as well every time you come and visit.
That's
the garden.
a really smart idea. That's
Yes.
cool.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for stopping by.
Yeah.
What's the website? Where can people preview everything before they
Yes.
decide to stop in?
We have a website that you can go onto that's stjohnsbotanicalgarden.org.
Okay.
And then we also have a Facebook page that we're building a following on that I keep updated regularly. If we shut down for weather reasons, we notify everyone on there ahead of time.
Great.
Any events that are coming up, I keep posted and update. We also have an Instagram. We're working on kind of spreading our coverage in areas like that. But everything, we'll have a list of events, what's coming up,
I'll
all
put
that
that
good
link in
stuff.
comments for everybody so they can visit you.
Awesome.
That's
And
awesome.
if you really want to feel like you're going to the tropics and you don't feel like driving, 300 or 400 miles or jumping on a plane, this is a great place to go.
Yeah.
Really is.
sounds like
I'm
it.
so excited to check
Sounds
this out.
like it. Thank you all so much for coming in.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for
Yes,
having us.
I have
Yeah.
enjoyed this.
Sounds like so much fun. Wow,
Yes.
man. Yeah, we've talked about this a lot
Yeah.
in the past.
I've
So it's
seen
kind
all
of good
the-
to get that firsthand account.
I love it. It is good to get a good imprint, and everyone can see how magical all the magic they're making over there. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is only the beginning.
Oh,
So there's
great.
so much coming, I promise.
Awesome. Well, hey, you can sit back and enjoy the hard turn.
The hard turn
on the Old Town Trolleys. Sit back and relax and enjoy as Old Town Trolleys licensed and talented tour conductors are going to share over 500 years of St. Augustine's history, culture, and old world charm while you experience unforgettable views aboard their open-air trolleys. Guests going to enjoy the city's European flavor, the brick-lined streets, and the sights such as the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Henry Flagler's former Ponce de Leon Hotel. It's a 90-minute tour, features 22 stops, and covers more than 100 points of interest. You can use your ticket all day as well to jump off and on the trolleys, get off, have some lunch, grab a drink, and then hop right back on and continue your tour. It also includes free admission to the St. Augustine History Museum, the free shuttle service to many area hotels, and free access to the St. Augustine Beach bus shuttle service. They're the Old Town Trolleys. They're the green trains. We love them.
And we love All American Air. They've been serving St. Augustine and its surrounding counties for over 45 years. They take great pride in providing quality service and installations, in turn gaining a customer for life. All American Air can match any price, but no one can match their quality and service. Our friends at All American Air will take exceptional care of your home unit. Give them a call today. Get on one of those maintenance plans, 904-461-0070.
And, of course, our friends at Bin 39 Wine Bar, open from 8 to 8 daily out there on the Orange Street side of St. George Street. Great little place. If you're walking down St. George Street, I love just dipping off into that cut, man, and just enjoying kind of a private area of St. George Street. It really feels like your own little zone back there.
Oasis, yeah.
It is, yeah.
It really
Complete
is.
with some trees and everything.
Very special.
Yeah, it's really nice. So you can sit kind of in that courtyard area. They've also got kind of a little VIP exclusive area for Bin 39 folks out there. And you can rent that area for parties and stuff, too.
Yes, you can,
which is a great thing if you got a little gathering you want to get together. I mean, we had our VIPs out there a year ago for the 0.5K.
Right.
We had a couple hundred people out there.
They loved it.
Yeah.
The flow and go was great.
It was great, man. Had Dewey Via singing Britney Spears out there. It was
so
awesome.
Fun.
Yeah. Bin 39. Find your new favorite wine down at Bin 39, 827-5740. All right. Horoscopes. Let's do this. We got Libra and Aquarius today. Let's get this going, Blake. Awesome. Libra. Balance is your mantra, Libra. But today, alignment suggests your scales may tip more towards indecision, especially when choosing between equally appealing options like watching another episode of your favorite show or pretending to be an adult. You know, we all pretend to be adults, don't we? That's what being an adult is pretending to be an adult.
Nobody knows what they're doing.
Right? That's what you find out when you're an adult. Your day will be filled with moments of harmony, briefly interrupted by the existential dread of making trivial choices. Fear not, for every decision leads you closer to understanding that sometimes flipping a coin is the deepest form of wisdom. Whatever that means.
Yeah.
Aquarius. I'm going to have to tweak the stars a little bit. Aquarius.
Is that a nut joke?
Can be taken a couple of ways. It's a Gemini joke.
Two-Faced, got it.
Aquarius, your innovative spirit will be in overdrive, leading you to invent solutions, to problems that don't exist yet. Overthinking, sounds like.
Yep.
Today you may find yourself designing a coffee table that doubles as a yoga mat. Please don't.
Wow.
Or a hat that can charge your phone. That might not be bad.
Yeah.
Troy could use that a lot.
Absolutely. 900 chargers.
Your forward-thinking ideas will be so advanced, you might have to wait for the rest of the world to catch up. Or at least for the patent office to open.
Make it yours.
Yeah. What do you say? Name it and claim it.
Yeah, that's it. Manifest it. Nice.
There you go. What else?
We have the update for the COA. I know you are busting to know what's going on in March at the COA. If you need help with Medicare questions, that's happening on Monday. They also have AARP tax help. which is a big one.
Yep.
So get your pen and paper. Healing Hearts, a group of grieving loss, meets every second and fourth Tuesday of the month from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. That's a really good group. The Happy Hookers are making a comeback on Tuesdays. Come join them in this social group as they crochet, knit every Tuesday from 10 to noon.
All right.
So yeah, a lot of really cool stuff. Go to the COA. They just announced that yesterday. I know a lot of people are busting to look at that schedule of good, fun things and activities happening over there.
They really should have started a Florida Man Games team. What a great name, Happy Hookers.
Happy Hookers would have been great.
Yeah.
Hey, save the date. Saturday, March 16th and March 17th is the 28th Annual Flower and Garden Expo. Boy, this is a very botanical day today on the afternoon show.
Yeah, wow.
This is happening Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sunday 10 a.m. to 3. This is happening at Sykes Family Farms. We all know where they are out in Elkton. It's amazing. There's growers, nurseries, and vendors from all around Florida and various flowering plants and gardening accessories. So unique and beautiful arts and crafts also they'll be out there. So check that out. This is also a fundraiser for Epic Behavioral Health. We love them over there. If you want more info, give them a call, 904-829-3295.
Awesome.
Yes. Oh, Rochelle's is having a happy hour and psychic party. Okay.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
So if you want to know your future, this could be your moment. Thursday, February 29th, 5 to 7 p.m. You know, they always do some fun stuff over there at Rochelle's. Psychic healer Laura Schwalm. Laura is a modern-day spiritualist who incorporates holistic and spiritual practices to balance and heal the body, mind, and spirit. Yes. They'll be serving champagne, wine, signature cocktails, showing all new arrivals for the spring 2024 collection. Don't miss the special happy hour sale at Rochelle's.
Listen, you get a couple drinks in me and I'm a psychic too.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
You get a loosey-goosey over there.
Yeah. All right. Very good.
Yes.
That sounds very interesting. I might just pop into that one. Go live from out there.
Tell Karen I said hi.
Will do. All right. I'll also tell Panache you said hi when I stop in there for my next massage. They do great massages out there, by the way.
Yes.
Since 1987, they've been a cut above the rest. That's why they open their doors. Their mission at Panache is caring for their team, their guests, and their community from scalp to soul, and bringing true joy to the world, one service at a time. They have a carefully chosen and highly trained staff there to... Staff?
Devotivated.
That is devoted to exceeding your expectations. They're also proud to align with Aveda's mission of ethical and sustainable business practices and their high fashion aesthetic. Stop in or go to getpanache.com.
And the United Way of St. Johns County is a champion for our community. Together, they create opportunities, foster education, and improve the lives of those in need. The United Way of St. Johns County is a catalyst for change, bringing together businesses, volunteers, and organizations to tackle the toughest challenges facing our community. With your support, they can make a real difference, but they can't do it alone. They need you, your passion, and your generosity. Together, we can create a brighter future for every individual in St. Johns County. I believe it. UnitedWay-SJC.org.
All right, man. We got
things designed by people who don't have to clean them.
Okay.
Okay. Look at this sink at my parents' house. Drives me nuts. What do? Take out one rock at a time and clean it? That could get nasty.
Don't get drunk and puke in there.
Seriously. Ugh. Next one. I like it, but I don't like that I like it. This is a very hard one to clean. It's a lot of...
And they knew it. The thing was they knew it when they made the bowl.
Yeah.
Is this somebody that's a little bitter at whoever has to clean this?
Bad Mother's Day gift right there.
Yeah.
Next up, Chanel sunglasses with fabric around the temples because nobody wears makeup when wearing these.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. What a stupid idea.
Come on, Carl.
Gotta be fake.
Carl, what are we doing? Next up, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. I died on that. Oh my God, with stenitis, bronchitis, asthma. Do not carpet a bathroom, please. Next up,
that just puke green.
Doesn't
make it any better.
Sage. Yeah. Next up, hotel sink in South Africa. This is a friend's photo. Yeah, that's another one that's very interesting.
Yeah, don't want to clean that one.
No, not fun. Oh, this one. I saw this and thought about, we have to put this in for the show today. A toilet in a restaurant in Poland.
Yeah.
Look, if you want to do your business out in the woods, just go do it out in the woods. You don't have to be all dramatic with the plastic.
I'd be sitting there like, what is poking me in the back?
Right. Messy.
This seems distracting.
This next one, the longer you look at this, the stranger it gets. Is that a fireplace?
Yeah, what? all
next
of this
to a
is
microwave. What is that?
everything you're doing is bad here.
Yeah,
it's all
everything
bad.
is very bad. It looks like a hazard. You're going to fall right into the
It
dip right
is.
there.
Is that a kitchen or a bathroom? I can't tell what's going on here.
This next one, can you imagine cleaning this? This is at a local bar. It looks like something from Oddbirds, actually, to be honest with you.
Yeah, right.
But like, I couldn't imagine, what do you do? Sink?
Yeah,
that's
oh,
messy.
you got to get the hose in there.
Right,
No,
that's messy.
man, yeah.
Oh, of course, my people. Italian
Oh,
restaurant
my
with
God.
a roof like this over
Jesus.
restaurants. It's
No.
like spider-licious over there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeesh.
And then this last one, out of every possible wall design, they choose this for the restaurant bathroom.
Boy.
Could you
Yep.
imagine?
That's we all know what that looks like.
Right. Couldn't we have some floral wallpaper? Oh,
Would have been better.
fix it.
Good show today. Hey, thank you for bringing in Kaitlyn and Dr. Rossi. That was a
Yeah.
great interview. Thank you, Blake, for pressing all the buttons. You guys out there for watching, and we'll talk to you later
Bye, everybody.
tomorrow.